Guys, this video is going to be hosted by Carl. It is so exciting to have him on today. He will be diving into Evernote and Todoist setup. So I'm going to pass over to Carl, and to do all the magic, I'm going to be over on his channel very soon, doing Notion and Todoist and how I use them together on a daily basis. I've been sort of experimenting with that use, and I found a good sort of process on a Thursday to actually sit down and review my week and sort of plan. So today's Wednesday, I'm actually going to be doing it tomorrow. But I find it a very proactive way to coordinate the week ahead. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed that video on Carl's channel. If you haven't heard of Carl yet, Carl does bloody loads of Evernote and Todoist videos. He does a playlist, it's a mile long. You got to check it out if you haven't already. Anyway guys, let's pass over to Carl Pauline. Cheers.
Well, thank you very much, Francesco, for allowing me to do this video on your channel. My name is Carl Pauline, and I run a YouTube channel where I feature applications like Todoist and Evernote and building your very own productivity system. So there's quite a few different types of videos on my channel. Essentially, I'm focused on Todoist and Evernote, but I also talk a lot about building your very own productivity system, systems that actually work for you, not for other people, and basically anything to do with productivity, self-development, goal planning, and time management. And that's all on my YouTube channel and indeed on my podcast. But in this video, I want to show you a little trick. Basically, I use Evernote to do all my planning of projects, and I use Todoist to manage the tasks related to that project. And I thought I would put together a little video to show you how I use the two together and why Evernote and Todoist really seem to be made for each other, even though officially they're not. Okay, let's get into it, and I'll show you exactly how I do my project planning in Evernote and then transfer the tasks out of Evernote and straight into Todoist. Okay, so let's just imagine that I'm planning on booking my 2018 winter skiing holiday, and I've already prepared my project here. I've got a start date of the 30th of October. That means that I'm going to start working on this project from the 30th of October. But I've been planning a few things, like I've got here research resorts in northern Japan. Now, this research is not something that I would want to do in Todoist, because Todoist is very linear. As you can see, you've got these fields here which add tasks and lines of tasks. Now, of course, if you're using the premium version of Todoist, you do have this option here, which is the comment section, and of course you can add images, you can add audio notes, and you can add various other things. You can even add things directly from your Google Drive or your Dropbox or your computer. So there's quite a few things you can do in here, but actually I don't find it a very easy place to do my planning. What I prefer to do is do my planning in Evernote, and this is where I am here. Now, this is the note that I created to plan my skiing holiday, and I've just called the note title 2018 Skiing Holiday Plans. Now, I found a good website here which details a place called Niseko or Niseko. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it. Maybe somebody does out there. And I've collected some images here because I would probably want to share this with my wife so that she can have a look too and see if she likes the area. So what I'm going to do is collect a few images together as I'm doing my planning. And this is like the town, and this is the skiing area up here, which looks like you can do skiing at night time, which looks absolutely awesome. And of course, with Evernote, I can actually use my drag out. I can make these images bigger like this, so I can actually go in close, and I can zoom out as well. So this is another reason why I love doing this in Evernote rather than in Todoist, because I can't do that in Todoist. And like I've got the town here, which I'm thinking, wow, that looks really nice, you know, an evening stroll after working. You know, some of these things are really good. And then there's just to remind me that I can rent ski stuff if I really want to, although maybe I have my own skiing equipment. And then looking at hotels, and I've had a look, and this hotel looks very nice, this one here. But then I found this one, the Niseko, which has this wonderful expression, ski in, ski out. And these rooms just look absolutely awesome. I'm thinking, wow, that looks fantastic. So I've put the reservations email address in here. Now what I've done is I've got a task here. My wife's name is called Rangyong, so RK is what I use for short. And so I've got a little task here, because what I'm going to do with this particular task is, as I go through this note, when I finish my planning, what I want to be able to do is to drop these things down at the bottom here. So I've got a section down here called Next Actions. And I'm going to show you what I do with that in a minute. Now, this is just a demo, so this is not necessarily how I would do. And quite honestly, this note could become a very, very long note. So at the moment, I just got this one task as I've been going through and making my plans, but it's all here. I can drop these images in here, and I thought, oh, restaurants, because this note will not be deleted until after the skiing holiday. So I thought, okay, I love my sushi, and I do like the Japanese noodles, and we got lamb barbecue restaurant here. So I'm thinking, wow, you know, there's some really good stuff that I want to keep a track of here. So I'm going to drop a screenshot of that in my Evernote. And the beauty is I don't read Japanese, but these titles here are in Japanese, so I can show the hotel concierge. So this is another reason why I would not want to delete this note when I am until after the skiing holiday. I also have a map where these are, so it's very easy to find where these restaurants are. So that's how I would do it. Now, as I've been planning, what I will have done is I've created a section, and all I've done here is just use the section header here. So just to show you how that works, I can actually put a little line in there like that, and it will separate things out. So I've got this section in my Evernote note at the bottom called Next Actions. So let's imagine now that I've finished doing my planning. I've pulled out all the next actions that I want to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight these, and I'm going to copy. So Command C. And I'm going to take these over to my Evernote. Now I'm in this project here. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to click Add Task, and I'm going to hit Command V. And it's going to ask, do you want to add 5 tasks? I'm going to add those tasks, and look what happens. All those tasks now have been entered into my Evernote, Todoist. And that's why I love the way that Evernote and Todoist interact with one another. Now, if you try to do that with a Microsoft Office document, a Word document, it would not copy because of the formatting in Microsoft Office doesn't actually work very well with Todoist. But if you're using basic text formatting, then it does work, and it's absolutely brilliant. So I can do all my setting up, all my planning in this note here. I can have as much fun as I want. I can do diagrams on my iPad with my Apple Pencil. I can save those into this note. I can do whatever I want with this note. It doesn't matter how messy, untidy, or what I drop in it. Because at the end of the day, when I've finished planning and I've finished looking, what I can do is I have my next actions at the bottom. I've just typed them out. I can copy them, and I can just send them over to my Todoist, and they will come in by just by command paste into my Todoist project, and I've got everything set up there. Absolutely fantastic, and I don't know how I would be able to manage without that. It's just a brilliant, brilliant way of doing your planning in Evernote and then transferring the next actions, the action steps, to your Todoist, so your Todoist can do what it's meant to do, which is act as your to-do list manager. Okay, hopefully that's given you guys a lot of ideas about how you can use Evernote and Todoist together. It just works brilliantly, and I'd be lost without this functionality. Thank you very much for watching this episode. Thank you also to Francesco for giving me this opportunity to share my planning and project planning with you all. And it just remains for me now to wish you all a very, very productive week.